Before we end our coverage here at the Concacaf Boys Under 15 Championship, we go back through the full-time highlights of the final here in League A. Mexico in the U.S., it's always a star-studded affair. It's always the game, it feels like, in Concacaf. It's a rivalry that always seems to deliver. And it certainly delivered goals in this final as well, but they all were for one side. U.S. got up to a strong start. They had a couple of early chances, but then Mexico just turned it up a notch. They went to a different level as the first half moved along, and they started out with a goal from Juan Martínez Jr. to break the deadlock and give El Tri a 1-0 lead. They were far from done. Paxon Ruffin, bang, 2-0, just like that. And El Tri really never looked back from that. They just gained more and more confidence as the match went along. Then Kimbrough, the tournament's top scorer, added another to make it 3-0. And Mexico just kept on pushing. Juan Martínez Jr. keeps his cool, finishes beautifully, 4-0. Mexico scored 4 goals in 8 first-half minutes, and they never took their foot off the gas after that. U.S. had a bit of a strong finish to the half. Garcia here, just wide, touched wide by Corona. Then the layoff here. Morales, wide. U.S. needed that late first-half goal to have any chance of a comeback. They had 3 late chances. None of them were put into the back of the net. That one was behind Hernandez, who couldn't finish. 4-0 Mexico at the half, and they would just continue to push on after that. More and more opportunities as the second half moved along. Though the U.S., they did bounce back in the second half. They did have some chances to add on. And so did Mexico. They created opportunities for themselves as well, no questions about that. But Mexico's defense, led by Jose Corona, held firm. And the U.S. were held to a clean sheet, which, of course, at this tournament is a rarity. Mexico had a couple of chances to wrap it up. Jason Nemo Jr., a couple of good saves for the U.S. to try to keep the Americans in with a shout. Then a couple of long-distance opportunities that the U.S. were not really able to take full advantage of. Then, to wrap it up, how about that? A bow on top of proceedings from Lisandro Torres, 5 minutes from time. That made it 5-0, and that kicked off the celebrations for El Tri here in Alajuela. 5-0, they beat the U.S. in the final. Couple of late flurries from the Americans. In the end, not enough, and it really was a Mexican masterpiece in the final. El Tri dominant over their rivals, the U.S. 5-0, they win it. They are the champions of League A, and they are now 2-time Concacaf Under 15 Boys champions. Giovanni Garcia, the captain for El Tri, lifts the trophy, and Mexico are your champions in Costa Rica in 2025. Thoroughly deserved, and Mexican celebrations will continue long into the Costa Rican night. They prevail, and they are your champions.